Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Peace. Peekaboo. I see you because I'm huge. See, if I'm afraid I'm going to throw it over the balcony, which I continue to refer to as my patio because I sit out. Well, I call it my patio. It doesn't matter. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you... I've got this whole intro. Listen, I'm in Florida, I'm in Miami, I'm in South Beach, and I have forgotten my intro. So let's do the robot back in time to the beginning of this video. Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Peace. Peekaboo. I see you because I'm YouTube. That does not sound right. It has been too long since I filmed this intro. I'm YouTube famous now. Available. Easter 2024, the album. Dad. Shimmy, shimmy. AF. Hit the road, Jaclyn Hill, Tory. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Woo, I went high. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. What you say? Peace. I love that song so much. I've been listening to that song down here the whole time. I need a little bit of a little lip gloss. How y'all doing? How you doing? How y'all doing? Okay, so I actually wasn't. I need a little bit more lip gloss. This is that like lip gloss that makes your like lips tingle and stuff like that. I don't know if I'm not really liking it or not. But anyway, I was not going to... This video is already all over the place. I wasn't going to film another drama video until I get back to Indianapolis. But my husband went to bed really, really early tonight. And my vlog is uploading. Inside, I just got done vlogging for 50 minutes. These vacation vlogs, listen... They are no joke. They have been so long. Last night was 54 minutes, and tonight, did I say 50 minutes? I think it was like almost, it was like right at an hour. It was like 59 minutes and 59 seconds or something like that. It was like right at an hour. I cannot believe these vacation vlogs. So every time I go on vacation, I always do what I call the vacation vlogs. It's like a series. A series within a series within a series. By the way, do y'all want to know a new series that I'm going to do? Oh my God, it's going to be so exciting. I know it is. It's going to be so exciting. So, it's going to be called 52. Because on June 29th of this year, I turned 52. And so, for like the last 20 years of my life, no true story, I have. You know I love those like meditation books, those little positive affirmation books. The Language of Letting Go by Melody Beattie is probably my #1 favorite. Journey to the Heart by Melody Beattie is #2. She's the writer of Codependent No More. And then my third favorite one is the Daily Book of Positive Quotations by Linda Picone. Those are my 3 favorites of life. I love it. Well, I like Night Lights by Amy Dean too, but that's like a nighttime meditation book. But anyway, I've been wanting to, because that was like one of the very first gifts I ever got in sobriety. People give each other those like little meditation books, and things like that. So anyway, I have wanted to write one of those meditation books for so long. And so every year, like on my sobriety birthday, did I say this in my video that I did the other day? So every year on my like sobriety birthday or my birthday leading up to it, oh, this is already tingling. I don't like that. Do you remember when you would go to the tanning bed? Do people go to the tanning bed anymore? Do you remember when you go to the tanning bed back in the day and you could either get the suntan lotion that was tingle or non-tingle? I always got the non-tingle. Because if you were in the tanning bed and your skin started to, it made me freak out. Like, no true story, I did. I felt like there was like snakes on the plane. I felt like stuff was crawling all over me and stuff like that. Like it was like a real bad acid hit, like from way back in the day. And, things were crawling on me. It's like that movie Go Ask Alice, not the book. Did y'all read the book Go Ask Alice? Oh my God, that book was so good. But anyway, do you know there's like a bunch of those anonymous diaries? So if you never read, why am I talking about Go Ask Alice? Oh my God, that was such a good book. Do you remember that? By the way, we'll get back to Go Ask Alex in just a second. Do you know what? I am 51 years old. I have been out since my 18th birthday. I came out on my 18th birthday of June 29th. So what would that have been? 1990, well, it would have been right after I graduated from high school. Here I'm trying to do the math in my head. It was right after I graduated from high school. I graduated in 1990. Not that I can't add 72 and 18 together, but anyway, I came out on my 18th birthday, okay? So these fans have been around forever, okay? They've been around, I mean, forever, okay? These fans. I mean, way before I was probably alive. So anyway, we were at Ultra Music Festival, and I met this guy and his friend. They were so nice. They were so friendly. And so he had this fan, right? He was like standing back, and I was like relaxing for a second. And so I talked to him, and I said to him something about, it's so funny whenever I meet people like that know about YouTube and whatever. And I said, oh, can you do any like tricks with your fan and stuff like that? And he was like, he looked at me and he goes, like clacking it? And I go, what? He goes, like fan clacking. You know, fan clacking. I was like, oh, yeah, sure. I don't know that I'd ever heard that term before. I mean, I think I had, and it had gone in one ear out the other kind of thing. So anyway, he was like, here, you want to try it? And I was like, he was like, how do you know how to do the fan so well? And I was like, it's a long story. He's like, no, how do you know how to do a fan so well like that? And I was like what? Like that? He goes, you can clack the fan so well. I go, is that what that's called, clacking it? And he was like, yeah. And so then I like threw up in the air and I flipped it, right? Except I dropped it the first time. The second time I caught it. And he was like, oh my God, you could do all these tricks with a fan. I go, he goes, how do you know how to do it? I go, I do YouTube videos and I do it on my videos. He goes, you make YouTube videos about how to flip a fan? I go, it's a long story. He goes, what do you do YouTube videos about? And I go, beauty influencer drama. He goes, what? This is what I always get, right? And he goes, I said, I started doing drama videos about beauty influencers, but like beauty drama. But he goes, he calls his friend over. He goes, she's gonna love you. And he calls his friend over, and she goes, what do you do? And she's like, I thought she looked familiar. And she was like, did you cover Dramageddon back in the day? I said, I've covered every Dramageddon that's ever been around. She goes, Peter Monn, right? And I go, yeah. And she goes, I knew you because I have watched every video that Rich Lux and Dustin Daly have ever put out, and they always talk about you. And I was like, my claim to fame is that I'm in the same community with other drama channels. It's not what I have to say. I texted him, but I was like, every time anybody like comes up to me in public, they're always like, oh, I know you from this person's video, or somebody shouted you out in this video. Didn't Trisha Paytas talk about you? Weren't you in a video with Trisha Paytas? Didn't somebody shout you out years ago? Didn't Jaclyn Hill call you the uncle of YouTube? I've had people come up to me and say that. They're like, oh my God, I remember Jaclyn Hill said you were like the uncle of YouTube. She didn't. Jaclyn Hill said that I was like the nice young uncle of YouTube. So anyway, then we go to Palace, the bar last night, the gay bar down here, you know, on Ocean Drive. And we've been there like a million times. But now they do this thing where they, like when somebody's getting like bottle service or something at these plastic tables out in the patio, they all do this with their fans. And they're like, clack, 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 clack. I'm like, how did I make it to 51 years old and I did not know that this is called fan clacking? I truly didn't. I didn't know that at all. What was I talking about before? See, I said we were going to come back to that, and I knew it was real important. It was talking about meditation books. Oh, no, but I'm doing this project this year, okay? And so I'm going to write me a well, no. Next year I might write me a meditation book. I was just talking about this in my vlog. It depends on how. I was talking about the vlogs. So every time I go on vacation, I always do vacation vlogs. So that led me into talking about my series that I'm going to do. So I was thinking about this year, you know, it's a technological world. People don't really read books anymore. They don't. I just bought like 30 books. I did. Over my Peter Likes Books channel, I've been really busy over there lately. I did book hauls. And so I hadn't done a book haul, I don't think, since 2000 and... I don't even remember the last time I done a book haul, and I did 2 last week. 2 book hauls last week. So true books, real books, because people say Audible's not reading. Well, it is. I'm sorry to tell you it is. But anyway... But we're not going to get into that argument. I know me just saying those 3 words, but it is. I know me saying those 2 words. I know people are going to want to argue with me and be, listening to audiobooks is not really reading it. Go look at the research studies on it, okay? Your brain retains the information the same way, all right? I actually retain information better listening to it on audiobook because I am an audio learner. I actually believe this. I think 20 years from now, Montessori schools are already doing this. They're looking at how people learn, and are people like like audio learners, visual learners, tactile learners. Like, how do people learn? And I think that's how people will be educated 20, 40, 60 years from now. It won't matter because I won't be here anymore. I'll be up in heaven clacking fans of Jesus, but don't worry about it, okay? And no, that ain't me being disrespectful to Jesus, because Jesus knows I love him, okay? Like the t-shirt said back in the day, Jesus is my homeboy, and I had that t-shirt. I think I still do somewhere. It was an orange t-shirt and had a picture of Jesus on it, or what we think Jesus looked like. I don't know, you know, but anyway, I'll be up in heaven clacking fans with Jesus, you know what I mean? So anyway, so it won't matter. And probably my favorite drag queen of life, female impersonator Erica Andrews, God rest her soul, I love her so much. She'll be performing, and me and Jesus will be clacking fans up there. And if you think that's disrespectful, y'all know I'm a real spiritual person, okay? So I don't mean any disrespect for that. And I do believe, and I think that Jesus would think that that was real funny too. I think, like, if we all have a sense of humor, who do you think gave us a sense of humor? God gave us a sense of humor, okay? So listen, okay? If you don't like them jokes, I don't know what to tell you, okay? Those are my jokes. And I got those jokes, I got that sense of humor from God. God gave me that, okay? Just like God gave me everything else in my life. So anyway, this got real serious. But turning into 52, I wanted to write this meditational book, see? And see, I always add all and everything, like AL. Like, when I say, like, the Walmart, the Meijer, the White Castle, you know, all the Krogers, the Taco Bell, that's what the McDonald's, you say that about everything. If you're from the Midwest, you have to put a the at the beginning of it. Well, at the end of it, you always put on AL, like romanticals, emotionals, things like that. You say, well, emotional is kind of a word, romanticals really not, but meditationals, like that, you just add up, you just make up words. If you live in the Midwest, you just make up words all the time, you know? Clacking. Who came up with that? Is that in the dictionary? It probably is. But anyway, I don't know how I got to 51 without knowing what fan clacking was. No, a true story idea. If you would have asked me 2 weeks ago, do you know what a clack is? I'd have been like, is it something a duck does? Is it a duck pooping or make a sound? A duck? I don't know what it is. I don't know what a clack is. No, true story. I don't know how I made it there. But anyway, but we did see that one baby doll, somebody from RuPaul's Drag Race. She didn't win. She didn't win. That was the Sasha Colby season. She didn't win because Sasha Colby won. I love Sasha Colby so much. I've been watching her ever since the first time that she ever came to Continental. She looked boogered the first year that she came to Continental. No, true story is she did. Her talent wasn't that hot. It wasn't really that good. But by the time that she won a couple years later, I think it was 2012, she looked fantastic. Oh my God, I was just telling somebody that today. My two favorite drag talents of life. People always ask me, who are your favorite drag queens? And you gotta put them in these categories, right? Is it the category of like any drag queen in the entire world, or just those people that are on RuPaul's Drag Race that people have heard of, right? Because I feel real bad for the local girls, you know, because they ain't making no coin no more. Because every time a RuPaul's Drag Race girl comes through, whether you know she's good or not, boogered is a word that we used back in the day. So if you take offense to that word, I'm sorry, I don't know. But drag queens still use that word, boogered. Okay? You think people haven't called me boogered in my life before? They look at. Look at him. Who does he think he is? He looks boogered. Okay? So that's what it is. But anyway, I'll never forget. We were driving through McDonald's, actually on the way to a drag pageant. I was going through with two of my good friends, and she was performing. One of my friends was performing at this drag pageant. She was a judge, right? And she was and so we went through this McDonald's, and they were not very nice to us because, you know, she was in full drag and stuff like that. And this was, you know, 1992 or something like that. They weren't very nice to us. And I will never forget, we walked through there, and we drove through it, and my friend, she said to us, she goes, we just got boogered up in the McDonald's. To this day, I'll never forget that. True story, too. I'll never forget my roommate. My roommate, she used to work at Hooters back in the day. She loved working at Hooters. She worked in all kinds of places, all kinds of bars. And she said at Hooters, she's like, those managers were the best ever. They walked all the girls to their cars. They made sure that they were home safely and everything like that. But she worked at Hooters. I don't drink Mountain Dew anymore, but back in the day I used to. And I used to love the Mountain Dew from Hooters. I don't know why it tasted better, but I do remember twisting her. She'd stand at the kitchen counter with her arms like that, and she'd say tighter, tighter, tighter on that shirt. And I actually saw the booklet and everything that came that when you worked at Hooters, you had to be prom ready. That's why she quit. She said, "No, I'm not doing all this. This place is sexist. Sexist." I thought, well, you probably should have probably known that before you worked at a place called Hooters. But she loved it. She made great tips there. She was on the Hooters volleyball team. She got to go travel all over the country. She loved it. She loved at Hooters. What was I talking about with her? Oh, but Hooters, they used to trade wings with Krispy Kreme, the one that she worked at. So they'd take them wings to Krispy Kreme, and then Krispy Kreme would get them donuts, right? Well, she got a donut. In the middle of it, there was a Band-Aid. And she called me and she goes, we got boogered up at the Hooters. I go, what do you mean you got boogered? And she goes, there's a Band-Aid up in my donut. I got boogered. So anyway, it's not a bad word. It just means you got somebody shady to you is what it means. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't know that girl, Baby Doll. Is that her name for RuPaul's Drag Race? I don't remember her. Baby Doll. She has like 14 names or something like that. But anyway, she was good. She was funny. She was okay. She's not the greatest host, I think, in the entire world. But anyway, I do feel bad for the local girls, though, you know, because somebody was asking me, they said, like, who's your favorite, like, you know, drag performer? What's your favorite, whatever? And I was saying to them, like, my 2 favorite, well, actually, my 3 favorite talent. I like talent, okay? When I talk about drag talent, I like talent. Y'all were like, we're here for Jaclyn Hill. Listen, she's moving to California. It's not that exciting of a video. Y'all want to know what I think about it, okay? I got so many DMs about what do I think about Jaclyn Hill moving to California. I mean, well, she's moving to California. What do you want me to say about it? No, I got some thoughts. We'll talk about it in just a second. But anyway, my 3 when I think about like true talent, like drag talent, that's what you find in a bar in West Virginia, okay? You don't find it on RuPaul's Drag Race. No, those girls got lucky. That's what that was, okay? So anyway, they got careers and millions of dollars and things like that. Some of them are really talented, but some of them, they're not. They're boogered. Let's just be for real. They are, okay? And then you got the girls that are working, you know, at 4 shifts a week at the local bar in West Virginia, and they're lucky if they can pay their rent every month, you know? And they're doing all kinds of other, you know, jobs on the side, you know, waiting tables and working at the tanning bed place, you know, and some small town in West Virginia, they're working up at the tanning bed place so that they can go do drag on a Friday night, you know, at some bar probably called the Triangle or something like that. Or the Eagle. A lot of gay bars are called the Eagle. I think that's like a chain. It doesn't matter. But anyway, so my favorite talents are, well, Erica Andrews. I absolutely love her. God rest her soul, like I said. Erica Andrews, who is the drag mother of Roxy Andrews. But Erica Andrews is, I mean, she was unbelievable. And Erica Andrews doing the Mommy Dearest talent for Entertainer of the Year. Not when she did it at Continental. What she did it at Continental is fantastic. But Entertainer of the Year. That is one of my favorites. Number 2, Sasha Colby. Okay, that was number 3. Number 2 is Sasha Colby when she won at Miss Continental. Absolutely love that. My favorite talent of life was the very first national pageant that I ever went to, which was Shayla Simpson at National Entertainer of the Year, Louisville, Kentucky, 1993. His Eye is on the Sparrow, going into Amazing Grace. Go look it up on the YouTube. I just looked it up tonight. It's still there. It's my favorite drag performance of life. Shayla Simpson, God rest her soul, she passed away too. People ask me all the time, they're like, well, who were your favorite drag performers? I'm like, well, half of them are all dead anyway. They've all passed away, which is so sad. You know, like Amazing Grace, speaking, I mean, not the song, but the performer, she was unbelievable, you know? All these performers have passed away. They were never on RuPaul's Drag Race. Just because you were on RuPaul's Drag Race don't mean that you weren't the most fantastic performer in the entire world, you know? A lot of fantastic performers have never graced the stage of RuPaul's Drag Race, but a lot of really good performers have too, and I love that show. So anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, this meditational book that I'm doing this year. So every day for the year that I'm 52, I'm going to be clacking. No, I gotta probably be doing that too. But I don't know if I'm gonna do it yet. You let me know in the comment section below. I just asked this on my vlog too. Should I do it on the TikToks, the Instagrams, the shorts, or all 3 of them? Or just one of them? I don't know. But I'm gonna do a life lesson. It's gonna be kind of like Leslie Jordan when you just talk to people on the TikTok and the Instagram reels during the lockdown. It's gonna be kind of like that, but I'm just gonna, every day is gonna be a lesson. Like 1 to 2 minutes. I know y'all are really used to these 50, and that's, I mean, I'm not stopping this. People think I'm stopping this channel all the time. I don't know why they think that. I'm not stop. Why would I stop this channel? There's no reason. I'm having too much fun. Just get on here and clack. In Florida, I mean, God, this is the job of a lifetime. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, give me a break. I love this. And you guys are so nice to me. I mean, seriously. And I get to talk about Jaclyn Hill moving across country? Like, who the fuck would care? No, but anyway, okay, so let's get to the real serious stuff. I think I need more lip gloss. This lip gloss is making me talk faster than nobody's business. I don't know. Anybody's business, somebody's business. I don't know. Let's get into her business. Let's get into Jaclyn Hill's business. So, y'all know that I said I was going to start being nicer to people. Did I say that? So, a couple of people have left me comments and they said, you said that you were not going to call people predator protectors in 2024. Did I say that like in 2 seconds of one video? Well, I've changed my mind. I've changed my mind, and guess what? My good Judy Tiny Jean, she said you can change your mind whenever you want. So guess what? All of 2024, they get to be predator protectors too. Congratulations to those predator protectors out there. I don't really care. I'm going to call people what I want to talk about. I'm going to call them whatever I want to call them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to say what I want to say in my video. Ain't nobody going to stop me. This is my channel. This is called Peter Monn's channel. Go look underneath there. It's called Peter Monn's channel. Okay? I don't know whose channel you think you've been watching. The Sally Joe's or Judy Smith's or LaDonna Duck or whoever. LaDonna Duck is that calming duck that I bought for Boo Radley. That duck that's all over the internet. It costs like $59. I think I got the fake version of it on Amazon because it wasn't $59. But he said that duck she needs a quacker bags. Oh, clacker bags! Boo Radley probably knows what clacking and flinging means. He was like, you need to tell LaDonna Duck. I did a whole review of her, or video of her on my Peter Does Stuff channel. I don't know why it's itching up here, but anyway. Because I trimmed my beard today. But that calming duck, I named her LaDonna Duck because I got a friend of mine named LaDonna and I thought she would think that was real funny. She did too. I gave her a shout out in my video. She never watches my videos. I called her up and I said, girl, I shouted you out in my video today, and she watched it and she goes, you named it Duck after me? I go, it's LaDonna Duck. It's perfect, right? Anyway, so Boo Radley, he told LaDonna Duck she needed to pack her bags. I can't get rid of her. My cousin Caroline don't want her. My neighbor don't want her. Nobody wants her. She's sitting on the floor of our bedroom. LaDonna Duck, she's sitting over there. Every time I pick her up, Boo Radley looks at me. He like hisses. He's like, no, don't be bringing LaDonna Duck back up into this bed. We don't need LaDonna Duck. She needs to quack her bags and go. So anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, who's packing her bags? Oh, Jaclyn Hill. So Jaclyn, like I said, you know, I'm trying to be nicer to people and things like that. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if I am or not. No. I mean, I think people like it's so funny because I get all these comments from people. I mean, I do. I appreciate it. People give me ideas to talk about all the time. Then I know what you guys want me to talk about because the more DMs I get about something, then I know people are more interested in it, which means this video will probably get like 62 or 6,100 views or something like that. I'm done with the clickbait. I am. I mean, for today, I am. But maybe tomorrow I'll start up with the clickbait again. But I'm done with the clickbait for today. So I think I'm going to call this video something like Jaclyn Hill's moving, who cares? Or something. Or my thoughts or something. We'll just keep it real simple. People will still call it clickbait. But it doesn't matter, you know? So anyway, I got all these DMs. People are like, oh my God, Jaclyn Hill's moving to California. What do you think about it? What do you think about it? I mean, what do you think about it? I think about it. She's moving. She's moving in a U-Haul. She getting 2 men in a truck. I don't understand. I think it's very nice, okay? But she has some of the most gorgeous furniture in the entire world. She donated all her furniture. Did you guys watch this video, this Q&A that she did, this kind of Q&A thing? Here's the thing, okay? And I got some things to say about this Jaclyn Hill move. Nothing that's really that exciting. But, you know, really what I wanted to say is, well, first of all, I want to say, because people want me to talk about her husband being on this new show, too, called, come on now, it's out of focus because of the lighting and things like that. People wanted me to talk about her husband, Jordan, being on this show called Next Level Chef, or Top Chef, or Hi, I'm Burger Chef, or Welcome to Burger King, or I don't know what the show's called. I thought, first of all, I thought Jordan's channel was called More Seasoning, but I went and I looked at it, and now it's whatever his Instagram used to be called. I don't follow him. I think he might have me blocked. I don't know, but that Farnham, what was his name? Farnham Grind or something like that. Who is that person? Is that his rap name? I don't know who that person is. Farnham. His name is Jordan Torrey. Okay, I don't know who Farnham Grind'em Time is. I don't know who that person is. Okay, is that like Hammer Time? Farm Grind Time. I don't know who that person is, okay? I don't know where he came up with that. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's what his friends call him. I don't know if that's his opera name. I don't know who that Farnham person is, but that's who his Instagram was, and now that's what he's changed his YouTube. Now, I don't know why Jaclyn Hill didn't just tell him this, because she's been on YouTube forever, but I have a feeling he changed the name of his YouTube channel because he's now on this Next Level Chef show. He's actually... Well, we'll get to that in just a second. So, he's on this reality show. It's like a cooking show, you know, because he makes grilled cheeses in the kitchen and macaroni and cheese and things like that now. Anyway, he had a channel called More Seasoning. Well, I went and looked, and it's changed now to that Farnham person, whoever that person is. I don't know who that person is. People think I'm joking about this. No, I really don't know who that... I thought forever her husband's name, or fiance's boyfriend before she was married to him, I thought his name was Farnham. I would always call him Farnham in videos. Go back and check. I did not know that man's name was Jordan. I had no idea. I thought his name was Farnham. Okay? I do not understand why you would pick that name. I don't know what that name means. If I'm being disrespectful, because Farnham means something really... I don't know what it means. So I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful to the man. I really don't understand that. But what I don't understand is that when you look up Next Level Chef or whatever it's called, because I did, And his information, it doesn't say Farnham grind time, hammer time. It says Jordan Torrey from Tampa, Florida. I don't know why he wouldn't, I mean, this does not take brain science, okay? I don't know why he wouldn't change his YouTube name to Jordan Torrey. Or Jaclyn Hill's husband. That would maybe make sense. But I don't know why. And he actually, you guys, I don't know what happened to that channel, because he really ain't getting that many more views. I'm not saying he's buying views and subscribers. I'm just saying maybe people are subscribing to him, but they ain't watching the videos. I mean, he's got a couple videos on there that did pretty good, but by and large, well, I mean, he don't post. He and Jaclyn Hill are kind of on the same posting schedule. They post a video about every... Can you pause, friends? I gotta do my fucking makeup, so I gotta film a video because I got a sponsorship for Poppy. Can you pause, fucking friends? I know we're in the 6th season, okay? We'll finish it tonight while we're eating grilled cheeses that you make in the kitchen. Can you pause it? Okay, I gotta do this Poppy sponsorship and put on some makeup. So anyway, that's their life. They film a video about every 3 to 4 months, okay? And they're always sponsorships and whatever. He don't ever put out any videos either. So, for being a online social media chef is what he is. That's what his title is. So influencer chef or whatever is what his title is. So he changed his name from his YouTube channel. His YouTube channel has like 600,000 or 700,000 subscribers. I was kind of blown away when I saw it, honestly, because he gets about the same. I mean, he's got a couple videos that are like 80,000, not many. He gets similar views than I do. I ain't growing that rapidly. I don't know. Maybe that show got him on there, but I'll tell you what right now. I don't buy that, okay? And I'm going to tell you why, and I think it's fakery of the world. First of all, we know Jaclyn Hill buys Instagram followers. She says she doesn't, okay? Well, I think the way she gets around that is that her team buys them, or Jordan buys them. She can say she doesn't buy them, but she knows they're fake. Go look at them. They're fake as snakes on the plane, okay? On them followers, it's like maybe every 15th person is a real person, but I mean, they're so fake. They are so fake, okay? They are so fake that she changed her settings that you can only see like the first 50 of them, and then you can't see any more past that. Only Jaclyn Hill can see those followers. So we already know that somebody in the Jaclyn Hill camp is buying followers on Instagram, right? What's interesting to me about this is that Amy Slayton and Tammy Slayton, okay, their show has phenomenal ratings and has been on for now 5 seasons, okay, the Slayton sisters. They both had YouTube channels for years before they were on 1,000 Pound Sisters. Tammy Slayton is sitting at about 700,000 followers on Instagram. I don't have my, where's my phone? Is my phone inside? Oh, I don't even need my notes or anything. So how Jordan Torrey is sitting with a YouTube channel when Tammy and Amy Slayton's TikToks and YouTubes aren't growing like that, and they're still posting, not consistently, but regularly over there, and they're not getting those kind of views, and they've had a show on TLC for 5 years, and they have a huge ass following. I mean, Tammy Slayton went from about 25 followers on Instagram to like 500,000 followers on the first season. So can somebody explain to me how on 6 episodes, a next level chef, Jordan Torrey got 600,000 followers on YouTube? There's some clacks for that, because I ain't buying it, okay? I ain't buying it at all. And the reason I started looking into it is because Jaclyn Hill says in her video that they split all their bills down the middle and Jordan paid. I wondered what Jordan did, right? So I'm like, well, they're moving to California and they're buying this house. I mean, to be honest with you, hey, listen, I could care less if Jaclyn Hill got in a video and said, my husband doesn't work, he makes, you know, a video whenever he wants to, and he got lucky enough to be on Next Level Chef, and I'm supporting him while he does that. I'm really excited, and he's getting paid for Next Level Chef and whatever. And, you know, we're in a position where he doesn't really have to work, and so we just get to hang out together and enjoy our lives together, because I have been so blessed because you guys have watched my videos for years and bought my makeup, and today my husband doesn't have to work a 9 to 5, 40-hour. But to get on video and always be like, well, he works very, very hard. What does he do, girl? I'm confused. He puts a video out every 3 months and links 400 affiliate links that are non-disclosed, and he's on a reality show that's been up for 6 episodes. How much did he get paid for that? Because I know how much you get paid for reality shows, and I looked, and he's not getting paid enough to be buying half of a $4 million house in Los Angeles or outside of Los Angeles. So anyway, I could care less. Listen, I have lots of friends of mine, okay, where one partner works and the other one doesn't. I can tell you right now, if I was making the kind of money that Jaclyn Hill was making and things like that, you know, and my husband did not want to work anymore, I would retire his ass and we would just travel. And when people said to me, what does your husband do for a living? I'd say, she don't. She She clacks fans and lays on the beach and looks pretty, and we do it. That's what. We go out to dinner. We go out to gay bars and clack fans, and we lay in bed and we watch TV shows, and we do it. She don't work. She just looks good. That's what I'd say. What's wrong with that? Now, my husband wouldn't quit because he loves to work, but I don't know why. But I don't think there's any shame in that, you know? I don't think there's any shame in that at all, you know? I think it kind of feeds into the whole, I don't know, this whole kind of thing, like this fantasy world that Jaclyn lives in. But, you know, I was thinking about all this kind of stuff. And, well, first of all, I just want to say, a lot of people are coming for Jordan and they're saying, he's not a professional chef and he doesn't deserve to be on the show. When you look through the cast, it's like, if there's like 10 people, like 3 of them are home chefs, okay? They're like people that just cook in their own kitchen. The other 3 of which she's part of are like social media influencer chefs. And the other 3 are professional chefs. He's in his element, okay? So anybody saying he doesn't deserve his spot over there, that's bullshit. And actually, I looked, and as of last week, he was still on the show. He's done, the camera stopped, the battery stopped. He's made it to like the halfway mark or whatever. I mean, the man could win the show. Maybe that's how they're moving to Los Angeles. Maybe they already know he won. I mean, she's not real good at keeping secrets, except for the fact that... Do you think Jaclyn Hill doesn't know that she wasn't the CEO of her own company? Maybe that's why it's not a hard secret to keep. I don't know. But anyway... Maybe he won the show and he got some huge opportunity and they're going to open a restaurant out there or something. I hope. Good for him. I think that would be great, you know? I think people, this is the thing. Whenever people send me stuff about Jaclyn Hill, I think they just want me to drag her through the gutter. Just drag her, you know? And I'm like, I'm looking into this stuff and all these people are coming for Jordan and they're like, he don't deserve to be on the show. I'm like, he deserves to be on the show just like everybody else does. And he's made it to the halfway mark. And hell, I used to watch those videos on More Seasoning before it turned into Hammer Time. And I like those videos. He's got Jordan's got a really good personality for videos. And actually, Jaclyn does too when she's just talking to her audience. I like these videos where she's vlogging and just sitting down. Those are enjoyable to me. I like them, you know? And so... this video of her talking about her moving and doing her makeup, and I liked that video. I thought it was a good video, you know? Somebody said to me, did you know that Linda from Morphe owns her houses? Did she? I watched that whole video. I did not hear her say that Linda from Morphe. Is that like speculative or is that... I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, but Jaclyn Hill's got a lot of money. I mean, have you guys heard how much money she made on these sponsorships? Jaclyn Hill is probably, whenever I say this, people are like, there's no way. Jaclyn Hill is probably worth $10+ million. And if you think, listen... okay, I mean, she was making literally on collaborations, she was making 75% of whatever. I mean, she was making millions of dollars on collaborations, okay? She was getting paid whatever amount of money to be the face of Jaclyn Cosmetics for years, you know? She does sponsorships left and right. You think she's gonna edge Jaclyn Hill? Not to mention the affiliate links that she has. And so I'm watching this video of hers, and, you know, people are wanting, I'm like, why do people want to know what I think about her moving to California? I think, hey, she gets in the video, she explains it. She's like, we're moving to California. Well, we'll get to that in just a second. But I'm like, you know, this is the thing. If Jaclyn Hill, like, and this is honest to God truth, okay? If Jaclyn Hill, and this is just my outburst, I'm not asking for her, I'm not asking this from her, I'm not demanding it from her. I'm not even giving it unsolicited advice. As a drama channel, I'm just telling you my perspective, okay? If Jaclyn Hill would start disclosing affiliate links and sponsorships appropriately, you know, she does this video and she talks about Poppy and Poppy mocktails, and underneath it, it's linked that she's a Poppy partner. It's not disclosed appropriately. She doesn't have paid placement linked in her YouTube video. You have to do that. She doesn't, in the video, say that she's a partner for it, or she says partner, but she doesn't say she's getting paid. She doesn't make that clear to her audience. She doesn't make it clear in the description box. She links affiliate links. She doesn't say if they're affiliate links. She doesn't disclose affiliate links to this day. She knows. There have been so many videos, not just by me, but by so many people for years now. Before I even made my very first affiliate link video about Jaclyn Hill, there are people 2-3 years before. Sam here for the tea was talking about it long before I ever talked about it, okay? That was some of her biggest videos. Jaclyn Hill is fully aware that she needs to disclose appropriately sponsorship. She says she always does. Well, Jaclyn, your partnership with Poppy, you did not disclose appropriately on this video. And you didn't disclose it appropriately on your last video that you did either, where you went to that, whoever, Olivia Rodriguez. Is she the one that got her driver's license and then broke up with her boyfriend and was driving all around town real sad? I don't know that girl. I don't know Olivia Rodriguez. I don't know if she came down and sat at my table and said hi. I'd say, do I know you, girl? Here's some clacks for you. I don't know you, okay? Are you a TikToker? I don't know her. So anyway, she'd go on that concert and they showed her like, you know, in the party van and she's drinking those poppies. Those poppies are nasty, okay? If you could take a raspberry and mix it with fresh body sweat off a lumberjack and the foulest breath, okay, from the doorman at the, that had worked a 12-hour shift, standing outside of a bar, that is what that poppy tastes like. It is nasty. It is some of the nastiest shit in the face of the earth. And I truly believe it's because it's got that stuff in it, that probiotics. It's supposed to make your gut better, okay? All these people talk about that poppy stuff is delicious. People are like, on my last video I said about it, they're like, well, I love it, and I love soda, and it tastes just like soda. No, it don't. You are a liar straight from the pit of hell. If you think that poppy shit tastes like soda, you are a liar. You are a liar, as Marlo Hampton said on the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. A liar. That poppy shit and all of them popaliciouses and all those things are called the same thing. They don't taste like soda, not one bit. They taste like flat body odor mixed with foul breath is what they taste like. They are gross. They are absolutely gross. And that Zevia stuff, you can pitch that in the trash too because it's gross. She wants to sit there and talk about, well, I was loving these mocktails and now I'm on these poppies. Because poppies pay, mocktails don't. Girl, you make mocktails in your kitchens. They don't pay you, but poppy will. Now she was pushing that poppy stuff so hard. She wanted to clack for that poppy so hard. She wanted to be a poppy partner so bad she could taste it, right? Jaclyn Hill's making so much money off those non-disclosed affiliate links, all this kind of stuff. She's worth a lot of money, okay? Don't be worrying about Jaclyn Hill and making money. Jaclyn Hill would never have to work another day in her life and she'd be completely fine. But this is what I'm thinking as I'm looking at all this kind of stuff. I'm like, why do people care what I think about her moving to California, right? Like, it kind of surprises me because her whole family's in Tampa. I think there's an opportunity that she hasn't talked about yet. And I don't think the opportunity is like a new makeup thing with her. I think it's Jordan. I think she is fine doing what she's doing. I think she's got her money saved. She says in there something about, I got to figure out what my next move is if I'm like gonna like start a new, she said something about starting a new business. I was like, oh girl. Here's some clacks for that quack, girl. Can you stop with this starting businesses, girl? Okay, let's timestamp this. In her moving to California video, she said she's got to figure out her next move. It might be starting a new business. Remember when she said she never wanted to start a business, which is why she was closing down her businesses that she never owned to begin with? But then in her very first video that she did about Jaclyn Cosmetics, she said it was always her dream to start a business, even though later she retracted that statement and said the only reason she started a business that she never even really owned, because Morphe, well, Forma, owned that brand, even though she's never come out to this day and addressed it. She said she started it because all of her friends, like Manny and Jeffrey and Laura and all them people, they were starting brands, and so she thought that's just what she did, but she never really wanted to be a business owner. Now she's back in another video 3 months later saying she might want to start another Girl, I can't keep up with your lies. I cannot keep up with your lies. Girl, just end it, okay? You done closed down 2 businesses that you allegedly owned. You stole that brand from Kaylin Nicholson, you know, and then, or that name, and then you closed down that brand. She had to rebrand her whole thing. You never said you're sorry to her. You couldn't even say her name on a video, period, in story. You couldn't. And then you closed down that Jaclyn Roxanne. You remember Cozy was it was your legacy. That's what Jordan told you, or Farnham, or Hammer Time. I don't know what his name is. I don't know what you call him, but listen, okay? Just as long as you call him home in time for dinner, right? Because he's a cook. So anyway, she does look good though. Jaclyn looks really, really good and things like that, you know? People are always like, now they're saying something about the Ozempic and whatever. Did she come out and say she was on? I thought she said she's working out and all this kind of stuff. I don't know. Listen, I'm not going to speculate about that. People are asking me, what do I think about Ozempic? I'm going to talk about what I think about Ozempic in my Q&A that I did. But anyway, because I got some, people are like, would you ever do Ozempic? Blah, blah, blah. I got some feelings about Ozempic, but I don't know. She looks good though, you know? And I don't know if I said this in my video or not lately, but in one of my videos I did about Jaclyn Hill, but I love that she's rocking the old school braces and that she owns it. I love that all day long. I absolutely love that for her, you know? And so this is the thing I was thinking, right? Well, I think they're moving to California because I think Farnham, Grind Time, Hammer Time, Jordan's got some opportunity out there. I don't know if it says he's going to start working at some restaurant or he's going to start working at some restaurant, or he's going to be collabing with some big people. She did say out there in the video that she gets offered a lot of like events and things like that, but she can never go to them because she's in Tampa that is why a lot of people move to LA, because like I get invited to stuff all the time, right? And like ever since I started talking about movies and reality shows, I get invited to events. I mean, I don't even get that many views talking about reality shows, and I get invited to a lot of stuff, okay? But I'm not there. So it's not like I'm gonna get on a plane on a Friday so I can go to like a premiere of The Valley for 3 hours and fly back home. If you lived there, you do get invited to a lot of stuff. That is true. So I think, but then that makes me think she's wanting to get back into doing all this makeup and stuff. I actually think the great move for her would be this lifestyle vlogging thing and just say, listen, you guys, I'm not interested in makeup anymore. I don't really care. I think she's afraid. I mean, all the businesses are closed now. She really has nothing to keep up her legacy of makeup. I think she needs to cut her losses, okay? I don't think there's really that many people that are holding on now for the makeup anyway. I think the people that are holding on to Jaclyn are holding on because they like Jaclyn. And those people are gonna hold on to her doing a lifestyle vlog. And I actually think she's enjoyable doing a lifestyle vlog. What I don't like about Jaclyn is that she's lied about the Jaclyn Cosmetics thing, okay? And I don't know, maybe there was some contract into place and she could never tell the true story. Maybe 5 years down the road she'll come out and say, listen, I was bound by a contract, I'm not anymore, I can finally share with you guys, this is the real story. Who knows? I don't know. Really what bothers me the most, and she's been caught in so many lies. Jaclyn Hill has been caught in so many lies through the years that she'll say, I'm not lying, you guys always lie, blah, blah, blah. Just like she says she always discloses sponsorships. She says, if it was a sponsorship, I would disclose it. Well, she just proved to you, and I just proved to you that she didn't on this Poppy one. She did not disclose appropriately that that was a sponsorship. If Jaclyn Hill would disclose sponsorships appropriately, listen, okay, I didn't even get that many views. I just did it to prove it, okay? I did not get that many views when I talked about those solar glasses for the solar eclipse, and I linked it to my Amazon store and I disclosed it appropriately. Y'all want to know how much money I made off those $9.99 glasses? Enough to buy a few clacking fans, I can tell you that. If I was linking stuff every day and did it appropriately, and I can tell you, it took me 2 seconds, okay, to print up this little thing in PicMonkey that said this is a link, and then put in the description box, the following is an affiliate link, I make money off this as an Amazon partner. It takes 2 seconds to do that, okay? And hit the button that says paid programming on the YouTube video. That takes another second. So what, 10 seconds, 15 seconds to do that appropriately? I still made money off that. People are still gonna buy it. What bothers me about her is that she will, it shows that she is not an honest person and that her word doesn't mean anything, because she knows enough about it now. If she would just disclose appropriately her sponsorships and her affiliate link, I really wouldn't have any issues with Jaclyn Hill. And I think that, I mean, there's a part of me that still like loves watching Jaclyn and watching, I think Jaclyn's journey is fantastic for her, you know? And all this kind of stuff. I think her being a lifestyle vlogger and decorating her house, I think people would be really interested in that. I think the makeup people know she ain't into makeup anymore, okay? I think they've left. I think the makeup people are over watching on TikToks and stuff anyway. They ain't watching a lot of YouTube anymore anyway. So I think those people have left the building. I think for Jaclyn Hill at this point, to start doing, I mean, you go look, Farnham, Grind Time, Hammer Time, Jordan, his best viewed video on his More Seasoning, whatever that channel's called now, is their wedding video. It's his most viewed video over there. Jaclyn's wedding video is one of her most viewed videos. People like those videos of Jaclyn Journey's videos. She can change over to a lifestyle vlog and she'll be just fine. She could disclose 30 things. All she has to do is on top of those 30 things, she doesn't even have to say Amazon, she just say the following are affiliate links for Amazon, our style, our link, Neiman Marcus, whatever, Lululemon. If you buy from these links, I will make money as I am a partner with these programs. If she did that on every video, she'd be being honest with her audience and she would still be making money. If she put it on her Instagram stories, hashtag ad, hashtag affiliate links, she'd still be making money, people would still buy it. I really wouldn't have that many issues with Jaclyn. As far as her moving to California, you know, I think the one thing, she's talked about it and she's hinted about it in videos. Having talked a little bit with Jaclyn, very briefly, back in the day. And I think now, after his passing, she won't come out and talk about it because I don't think she wants to tarnish his name. And I totally understand that. As a person in recovery that I've had friends of mine that have died, I totally understand that. If you have ever been the partner, the spouse, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, the son, the daughter, the parent, the grandchild, grandparent, grandchild, aunt, uncle, niece, nephew, neighbor, teacher, whatever, of an addict or an alcoholic, it runs your life. I think Jaclyn has really never come out and talked a lot about that out of respect for John. And I have mad respect for her on that. Mad respect. Until you've been in that shoe and those shoes, and I think in 2024 we live in a world where so many people have been in those shoes or are in those shoes. I think it would actually be a really relatable video for her to do, talking about being a spouse of somebody that, you know, was in the middle of their addiction, and share it. And she could do it from a very respectful point of view. I think she's scared to do that. I'm assuming she is. I shouldn't put those words in her mouth. I think it would be a moment of teaching for her. But when she was talking about wanting to get out of that house, and she had bought the house before she met Jordan, and it was a period of her life and whatever, I think that was like the ending of that. And I don't think she really wanted to say that on video, but I totally understand why she wants to get out of that house. I actually kind of really understand why she wants to leave Tampa and have a fresh start. I don't necessarily think after all the businesses closing, and you know what, I've speculated a lot in videos about that, but we don't really know all the stories behind the scenes. I'm not entirely sure that I don't think that a fresh start, a good start, brand new start for her and Jordan is not a bad idea. I think it's a fantastic idea. I think it might be one of the best decisions she's made in a very long time, you know? And I love that she said in there, unapologetically, and if we don't like California, we'll move back. We'll come back to Tampa. She was already ahead of the game because she knew that if she gets out there and she doesn't like it and she wants to move back, people will be like, oh, she's moving back. No, she already said it. And there ain't no shame in that. I've had friends of mine that moved away and moved back 4 and 5 times, you know? There's no shame in that. I love that she said that. So what do I think about her moving to California and they have friends out there. She said that, you know, and she found a house that she wanted and it'll be beautiful, and I'm happy for them. I really am. I think it's a good choice for her. If Jaclyn went into the whole arena of lifestyle vlogging, which is basically what she's doing now, and it's Jaclyn's journey, and she was honest about her affiliate links and sponsorships, I'm at a point now where, in all honesty, I would love for her to come out and address what the real deal was with Jaclyn Cosmetics. If she never talked about it again, like if she never said like, well, I was the CEO, I really wouldn't have an issue with it. But if you're going to keep on referring to that, which we know is a lie by court documents, just don't say it, or at least come out and address, well, I know you guys don't think I was a CEO because of court documents, but let me explain it. Like, go in and really explain it, and then continue to refer to it all you want. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not just like, that's like somebody saying, well, Jaclyn Hill has 6 toes and her having to come out and address it. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about she monetized her entire career on YouTube off of her love of makeup, and her love of makeup turned into this brand, family-owned brand, which we find out years later that was all a lie. That's a pretty huge issue to continue to play out. Like, you've told the truth all these years when there's literally court documents that say the alternative. So if she came out and addressed that, I think it would make a lot of sense as far as why she never came out and addressed the lipsticks. I think her hands were tied. I think she couldn't. I think she had people telling her what she had to say about the lipsticks. I actually think it would clear her name a lot with the lipsticks. I think she's too afraid to do that because she's lied so much at this point that she's like, if I come out now. Listen, I think the best thing for Jaclyn was just get in the video and be like, look, you guys, it's just time for me to like, just get it all out there, okay, about the Jaclyn Cosmetics and lipsticks. It was not up to me. I did not own Jaclyn Cosmetics at the time. I sold them in certain parts. She's basically said all this anyway, right? I had backers. She said some of these things in different videos. Just come out and tell it all, clear your name, get it done, right? Then link all your affiliate links, disclose them appropriately, disclose your sponsorships appropriately. I mean, Poppy could be charged a lot of money for the fact that she did not disclose that appropriately. They could be charged a lot of money for that. And so if she just did all that, I really wouldn't have any issues with Jaclyn. I think Jaclyn's likable. I mean, when I was watching the video, I was like, I like this. There's not a lot of people that I watch today that I have covered through the years. In all honesty, I mean, Jeffrey, I never watch him, and Jeffrey puts out. Toddy, unless I have to, I don't. James Charles, I never do. Unless somebody sends me like a clip and says you need to watch this, I never watch anything James Charles. Manny, Laura, never anymore. Jaclyn Hill, I mean, I'll watch her videos. Even if I'm not going to cover it, I'll watch it sometimes because I like watching her videos, you know? And there's something about her now that you can tell is at such a good place. And I think that's what's enjoyable about watching her. And I think she's trying to share as much as she can, you know, on video. And I appreciate that. I really do, you know. I don't think there's ever such a thing as perfection, you know. We never reach the final goal. We're always working on ourselves. But I don't think it's a lot to ask of any influencer to disclose appropriately their sponsorships and their affiliate links. And I don't really think it's a lot to ask to say, I really wouldn't have any issues if she just did those two things. I know people are like, oh yeah, you still talk about, well of course I still talk about the Jaclyn Cosmetics. That was a huge deal. Do you know how much money she made off of that? She built her entire career to have that brand. She said that. I didn't say that. She said that. Her family-owned business that she put her own money into. And then all these years later, we find out that she wasn't really the owner, that Forma owned it. I mean, that's proof. Forma has that on their website. They have Jaclyn Cosmetics, or they had it last time I looked, on their website. That's proof. We know that. She said she was closing down her own brand because she didn't want to. No, she came out and said some things about she could buy it out herself, but she didn't want to. Well, if it was your own business, who are you buying out, girl? Sister, tell us, clack. Is clack like a really bad word and I shouldn't be saying it? I don't even know. That's what I think. I think hit the road. No, I think good for them that they're moving to California. I'm happy for them. I hope it's the best for them. I really do, you know? And I think that, you know, in the next couple of years, we'll see, you know, new houses, new furnishings, and family growth and stuff like that. And, you know, I think this is the thing. I've learned a lot recently on YouTube, and if I had two things to say to Jaclyn, the first thing I would say is always disclose sponsorships and affiliate links appropriately, and the second thing I would say to her is, and I think she's afraid because if she does it, then she knows people are going to be like, oh, now she's doing it. Yeah, I'll probably say it in one video and be like, oh, Jaclyn caught on, she's doing it. Good, okay. The second thing is, girl, don't be afraid to live your life openly on YouTube, you know, or Instagram or whatever. Be yourself. I was just talking about this in my vlog, you know, it's like, what we all find in ourselves to be boring or simple or just what we enjoy, you know, like I like to hang out on my front porch and talk to my neighbors or go to the pool or, you know, like work with my neighbor's going to help me redo my hostas or listen to audiobooks or watch TV shows or whatever, like, you know, and go travel with my husband and stay in hotels. I mean, to that might seem like a boring life. To, you know, like sometimes I just describe it as a boring life, and other people are like, oh my God, you and your husband have such a fun life, you know? Step into what you enjoy the most. Step into what you love doing the most authentically. Don't make apologies for it. Live out loud. You know? Live your best life, Jaclyn. You deserve that. We all do. We also deserve to have you disclose your affiliate links and your sponsorships appropriately. But anyway, I'm happy for them. I don't know what, it's interesting that I got so many DMs. People are like, what do you think about her moving to California? They're like, do you think that there's like some hidden motive? Yeah, I think Jordan has some opportunity they can't talk about yet. Maybe he won Next Level Chef and they know that and we don't know that. I don't know. I have no clue. Maybe he's going to be working in some restaurant out there, or he's starting a restaurant. I think that'd be good for him. I think that'd be exciting, you know? You know, Jaclyn was talking about the food that they have out there. I thought it was interesting because she's always talking about all the food they have in Tampa, but she's talking about all the great food that they have in California, which is true. I think it'll be good for her. I think a fresh start for both of them, and I wish them all the best. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.